Yo, what's going on, everybody? Real quick, before we get started, we want to give some huge thank yous to our sponsors. Weldon Window and Door. They do all types of home remodeling and are the best at what they do. Free estimates, and if you mention the podcast, they'll hook you up. 267-312-5266. Next we have
On It Nutrition. For the best supplements and workout equipment on the planet, go to onnit.com/sarcasm. And if you can't spell that, be sure to check out Alpha Brain, one of their top selling supplements. By using our link, you will automatically save 10%. They're the fastest growing supplement store in the world, so get yours today.
Now, with that being said, let's get this shit show started, dude.
You're listening to Real Talk with a touch of sarcasm podcast. Hosted by Drew Gibson and Keith Pachowski. Two boozers from the great city of Philadelphia. If you're ready to laugh, get your mind working, and learn some shit from our variety of guests ranging from UFC fighters, comedians, and brain surgeons, we're gonna need you to raise your glass and repeat after us. Here's to the bee that stung the bull that got a bull a-bucking. Here's to that same bee who stung Adam and Eve and got the whole world fucking.
Chatter. Real talk with a touch of sarcasm. Try number two. All right. I think we should be good. Small glitch in the YouTube.
I think we are good.
Oh, we're good. It was a glitch. I did nothing different. Episode 55 again. We just went through this. And that's it. Episode 55, our year anniversary.
Happy birthday.
Show. It is our birthday.
Happy birthday.
I don't know what it was. There was definitely a glitch to where our sound effect board was just, it was somehow just playing all the sound effects at the same time. It was a glitch in the board. So Roadcaster,
I think Richie fucking did it.
I think he's sabotaging right now.
Are you accusing me of being weird?
No, dude.
Okay.
What is wrong with
All
you?
right. So we're good now. Right?
Excellent. That's
Are
good
we
to hear.
good?
Yes.
All right.
I hope we are good.
All right. No, we're 100% good. Damn, that sucks. It did get awkward a little bit, didn't it?
Yeah. It's all. We're good.
It got a little awkward.
We should have subtitles, dude.
Yeah, but who's
For the hearing
who's
impaired?
gonna type in the subtitles? Oh my
So
god.
what's up, Rich?
Yeah. So what's up, pal? Listen, I'm sorry for that. It's not like us to be fucking up like that. I greatly apologize. All right.
So diabetics can eat that marzipan, right?
Diabetics absolutely can.
Well, we
dad's
gotta
like
kind of redo it.
All right, we'll get the camera on Richie.
So what is
I want to see his traps.
marsazapan or whatever it is?
I don't know. I've never heard of anything called marsapan. Okay, marzipan is a very old traditional candy. It's made largely from almonds and actually egg white, I believe. It's boiled on top of the stove, cooked in a similar fashion to fudge or halva. Then it's allowed to harden.
Well, what is halva?
Halva,
Because when you said that, I have no idea what that means.
halva is another sweet confection that's cooked on top of the stove, but it's actually sweetened ground sesame seeds. It's a Middle Eastern confection.
Cool. All right.
Okay. Marzipan is almonds. It most likely comes originally from Iran because marzipan comes from two words. Marzban in modern Farsi, that means border guardian. Ironically, in Iran, they call it yauzina, this candy, not marzipan, which would make sense because yauzina means almonds.
Yeah.
Yauz means almonds. I think yauzina literally would mean almond cereal. Or almond.
Well,
ground.
let me.
All right, long story short, what the fuck is it?
Okay, this is a variation of a very traditional recipe.
Well, let me ask you something.
I feel like I'm at the spelling bee.
Yeah. How do you know this? First of all, dude, because like it seems like you know all these words, like terms, like the different language names for them. Like, what the fuck?
Well, Farsi, I have a lot of close friends who speak Farsi and former partners who spoke fluent Farsi.
Now, partners, what do you mean by partners?
Females. Women.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So continue. So what is the ingredients of this? Because
Okay, this specific, I'll tell you exactly what it is. It's whipping cream or heavy cream, whatever you wish to call it, unsalted butter, coconut flour, sliced whole almonds, unblanched, nutmeg, cardamom, and monk fruit extract.
And it tastes exactly how it sounds.
you know, it's actually not bad. Now, look, I'm gonna give a close up real quick of the people that are watching here because, it literally looks like fudge that you would find on the boardwalk.
Absolutely, yes.
It's pretty much fudge, and it's definitely. I mean, it has like a very slight sweet flavor.
Yes.
To it.
Definitely.
But very slight is what you're saying. I'm not looking to make it super sweet. That's about
like
texture.
It's like a creamy. It's definitely like a creamy fudge. It's a fudge. It's fucking fudge. It's keto fudge.
It's fudge style marzipan.
Because it's keto. Yo, let's keep it simple, dude. It's keto fudge.
It's okay. So you're.
Am I right or wrong?
You're totally removing the marzipan factor. All that history in that. You're just like extract.
So what's up, Rich? Any new partners?
No, life is.
Keith ain't feeling no alcohol yet.
Why?
So he's.
I've just been working. Going to the gym, taking care of myself, making.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That was a personal question. I'm sorry.
I don't have a problem with that. Making fudge or marzipan or farcipan or mudge, whatever you wish to call it.
Keto fan.
Keto fan. Okay, excellent. Keto. Why fan? Like.
Well, no. Well, marzipan. Keto pan.
Oh, fair enough. Keto. Yes, exactly.
It's keto pan.
But I'm just saying because the almond basis and the way it's prepared, that's why I called it because traditional marzipan does not have heavy cream. I did that. It's a ketogenic twist, and heavy cream. People don't realize how good it is for you. It's great lubrication for your joints. It's ultimately butter fat, and also.
Now, when you say lubrication, what are you talking about here?
I'm talking about certain fats and foods are good for our joints.
Okay.
How about milk?
Heavy cream. Milk has a lot of lactose in it. It's enzymatic, so I don't mess with milk. I'll drink heavy whipping cream. I will not drink milk.
No?
Wait, you'll dip cookies in heavy whipping cream.
Well, I would if I ate cookies.
You don't eat cookies.
Well, maybe keto cookies. I don't eat
cookies.
I mean, I'm just
Jesus.
saying. I don't eat cookies.
Why?
The sugars and the starches and the carbs, they don't rest well with me.
No.
How many grams of sugar a day, you think? 10?
Do I eat?
Yeah.
My total carbohydrate intake hovers between 25 and 50, usually topples off around 30, 35. My total grams of carbohydrates.
And what do you just usually get them from, vegetables?
From vegetables like cauliflower or asparagus. But other than that, I eat.
Does your piss smell every time you eat asparagus?
Of course, yes.
Yeah, it's terrible.
That's methylmercaptan that does that to you. Yes.
Dude, that's unbelievable. How do you know this?
It's the same odorant natural gas, but it's processed in the lab to make it. Not everyone can smell it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And also with asparagus, a lot of people don't realize this, that in order for asparagus to make your pee smell, your body has to possess the ability to break down that chemical. So for people who cannot digest it, their pee actually doesn't smell. There are people who eat asparagus and their pee doesn't smell.
Well, does that mean you should go get checked out?
No, it means that your body just is not digesting it. In order for the odor to be released, the chemical has to be broken down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
That's all.
It's unbelievable that you know this.
Yeah.
One time I ate asparagus at Ruby Tuesdays. I came home and my pee did not smell. I want to get my money back. Like you gave me dud asparagus.
Fucking leaves.
I don't know what they gave me.
Yeah. So real quick, I just wanted to apologize to the people that were trying to watch this. I mean, it just sucks because it was a glitch, strictly a glitch, where I don't know,
interdimensional glitch.
It was I think somebody was trying to talk to us, dude. It sounded like people laughing. It sounded like you were at Fogo de Chao on like a Saturday night.
I need to stop with that Kabbalah. Look, I'm summoning demons. They're coming over. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Is that what you do, Keith? What are you doing? All right.
Yeah, no, I'm looking at the comments. I can't.
I can see them right here. There's none. Well, I'll tell you why. Look, it's gonna be a little bit, right? Like we're making a slow transition onto onto like for video purposes, not audio, video purposes, we're making a slow transition onto YouTube, and I'll tell you why. Just look at the video, right? The video is just 10 times better. The quality's better. The audio's better. You know, oh, we getting tired, pal?
I'm sorry. I'm not. I'm chill. You know, it's good. You want me to be nice and mellow and calm. You want this.
So I think it's a good move for the show. I really do. Don't get me wrong. Like, we're still gonna, do our Facebook thing, but
Excellent.
yeah. I'd like to know what people think, though. I really do, because it's. I mean, is it better? I mean, I know the audio is way better because we just know. Goth outing. Let's talk about that for 1 second. I don't want to do the whole thing, but June 29th is our goth outing. Are you going to be in attendance?
I plan to come. Absolutely.
All right.
Show
The
your
Boomerang Man's there. Going to be maybe throwing boomerangs. Who knows? Bring a couple.
I'll bring some, but is there going to be space? I mean, I don't want to get in the way.
It's a golf course.
Yeah, people are going to be golfing. It's a
Well,
golf course.
It's all right. There's definitely some open area.
Then I will. I mean, provided it's not too windy. I mean, I'll bring rubber bands and the whole thing that you need.
Yeah.
But I'll do my thing. But of course, I don't want to get in people's way. We're there for the charity. We're there because veterans, I believe,
Yep,
and I believe in that wholeheartedly. So that's actually my first concern, not the boomerangs. But where the Boomerang Man is, there's going to be boomerangs. So let's.
So there's a lot of people want to meet you too.
Pictures, maybe.
I love to meet people, just say hi. I could, meet all different types of people. I like meeting people.
Do you smoke cigars?
No, I don't smoke anything. Well, I do smoke underwear, but that's not bad for you.
Is that like an inside PGW joke?
Yeah.
It's
Is it?
just
What's
something I
it
say
mean?
all the time. I don't know. I don't know what it means. I just say it because it sounds so random, and it makes people scratch their head to the point where their scalps are bleeding. So hey, why not?
Jesus.
No, I don't smoke cigars. I never, on a serious note, I was never into. I don't judge it, of course, but I don't.
Yeah, you don't come across as like a judgmental guy.
He'll trade you 3 clean underwear for 3 dirty.
You like
In
dirty?
return, right? You don't have to do the wash.
You prefer dirty underwear?
Yeah.
Well, no, I mean, if you're smoking underwear, clean ones don't get you high.
That's always only dirties.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. Dirty underwear is actually very insanitary, so.
Like ones that don't change it for a week.
Oh, that's gross.
Oh, it happens. Sometimes it happens. You mean to tell me you've never worked like a double and or something? And had some dirty underwear on? Come on, dude.
Yeah, but I mean, you still go home and you get a shower and you clean your
You watch your
drawers.
goose.
You clean your drawers. You wash your goose.
Wash your goose.
Gook or gooch.
What the fuck are we talking about here?
Anyway, no, I want to go to the golf outing. If I meet people, that's great.
Yeah, golf outing June 29th.
I can't imagine anybody who really wants to meet me. I'm not all that interesting. I'm not a celeb.
Dude, I don't know, man. I would beg to differ a little bit, dude. You're a very interesting guy.
Awesome, that's great. I like to meet people.
You know a lot of shit, dude. Put it that way. You know
I'm
a
not
lot
wearing
of shit.
any underwear.
Would you be able to operate on somebody? Probably.
No way.
No, because knowing anatomy, that's not the same as seeing it in up close and personal. Like
I
on
agree.
a serious note, and plus I'm very afraid of the innards. Like I'd probably pass out. Cutting someone, I'd pass out. Oh my lord.
The innards.
Yeah, I'm very hemophobic. I don't have a problem like with needles, like receiving an injection, putting something in my body, but going for a blood test, I hate that. So
Why? Why do you hate that?
any phobia, it's a true phobia. I don't know why, but I have it. You know what I mean? A lot of phobias are subconscious. My subconscious probably knows why, but he and I aren't talking right now. So I mean, what the hell?
So real quick, whole sponsors or golf. If you want to golf, reach out to us because I think over the past 3 days we've gotten about 4 different foursomes.
Yeah, definitely.
So it's filling up. I mean, as we get closer, it's definitely filling up. It's going to be a great time.
Gatos wants a foursome.
How do I donate? I'm going to donate to the may I donate there? I mean, is that okay, or do I have to?
Well, yeah, you can do it there, here, wherever you want.
Okay, no, I'll bring a good bit. I don't want to just give $10 and think that's my dues in heaven.
No.
That's what people do. Oh, I donated this to that.
Yeah,
I'm like,
no,
okay.
I hear you.
Are you gonna drink?
It depends what they have. I mean, I have
They
fun.
have Guinness.
I have fun not drinking. I don't need booze to have a good time.
Yeah.
But I mean, alcohol, it's a nice commodity. Most of the time, whether it's beer or wine, whatever I'm drinking, quite frankly, I drink to accompany food because that's how I enjoy it. That's my thing,
Yeah.
I actually want to get out and just meet people, say hi, see friends, see new friends, whatever. If people who watched the previous show on which I was, or
What episode was that? 20?
31. 30 and 31.
30.
It was 30.
Okay.
Oh, it was 30. That's right.
But anyone who regularly watches your podcast, hopefully they'll be there, and I could meet them, or just hang out and.
Stacy might be there.
Kiss her neck.
Stacy?
Yeah.
Well, I'm short. I don't know if I could reach a lot of people's necks.
Not if you're light on the bed. Oh,
Good point. Stacy. Well, okay, that's cool. If I meet Stacy, that's wonderful. I mean, she also has to want to meet me. I cannot force something.
I think she'll want to meet you.
You think?
Maybe.
Okay. I don't know anything about her, but I getting to meet her, I'm not opposed to that, or getting to know whatever. That's cool.
Yeah. 100%.
So
I think she wants to kiss his neck.
Do you?
No, she wants to kiss his neck.
Oh, shit.
it could be mutual, man. I mean, we could kiss each other's neck. It's all cool. I have lips too.
She hasn't been around in a while.
I know. I don't know what the deal is with Stacy. I don't know, but I think she's coming though for sure.
Well, I'll make sure, just in the event that she wants to kiss my neck, I'll make sure that my traps are nice and trained, and I don't think I'm lacking up here. I'm not the biggest guy, but I'm
talking about
my neck. You know what I mean? I have plenty of neck to kiss over here. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Shit.
What, the Italian come out either?
What do you mean?
He's Spanish.
I got plenty of neck to kiss over here. South Philly.
I didn't mean to sound that way. I'm sorry. No. How many Italian guys are obsessed with their traps? They're all about abs and biceps. You know that.
And definitely traps for sure.
Traps? I don't know.
Oh, 100%.
Really?
You don't think so?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Oh, hell yes.
So what's up?
You mean trapezius, or you mean like mouse traps? Like what sort of traps are you talking about?
Trapezius.
Trapezius. That's what the muscle's called.
Oh.
That's what that is.
Yeah, it's a trapezius
It's a
muscle.
and then the upper lat is the rhomboids, ultimus, and latissimus dorsi are down here. But the rhomboids is between your shoulders, below the trapezius. Trapezius actually come down relatively low in between your shoulder blades, more so than you might think. You see this portion of them because of the way they're situated anatomically, but they go down sort of low.
Oh shit.
It's I think most of your back, the upper back, it's the latissimus dorsi, the
I thought it was a
rhomboids.
trapezoid.
Trapezoid is the shape.
Yeah, I'm just kidding, Rich.
I know.
You just have the same job. Don't matter. Don't matter if he knows trapezoid and you don't, or he does and you do.
Yeah,
or-
he's a specialist. I'm not a specialist.
We do have the same job. I mean, it's
No, what is a specialist? I mean,
That's like this.
what's the difference?
We actually have to encompass everything. Like we fix central air conditioning. I know that has nothing to do with gas. We fix central air conditioning as well for the customers.
And they train the new people
who have parts and labor, and we train new technicians.
So you have like an HVAC thing, or
Yes,
Yeah, the parts and labor stuff.
I do HVAC on the side too. Anyway, you know that I do plumbing, the HVAC. You
You
help.
do everything.
Yes, not everything.
You're
no,
a jack of all trades.
no,
huh?
I'm not. I don't do carpentry. I don't
Roofing.
I don't know how to do roofing.
I thought you did roofing.
I don't know a damn thing about roofing.
I thought I saw you on the roof.
all right, it's called what's it called? The shit you coat plastic dip.
Muck.
Still have to do it the right way.
Yeah,
I don't know. If I was on the roof, maybe I was fixing rooftop AC or something.
Well, what do you do? Just plumbing and HVAC?
I do plumbing, HVAC, and appliance repair.
Appliance repair.
Washers, dryers,
Dishwashers?
dishwashers, refrigerators. Yes.
Wait. You can fix dishwashers. My dishwasher's broken downstairs.
Okay, that means I have to call my friend Dave, who works with me. No. I have a guy who works with me too at PGW. His name is Dave.
Okay.
And we do a lot of stuff together on the appliance side, and he does a lot of dishwashers because he knows them so well. I do dryers and ranges a lot, gas and electric. But
Yeah, it seems like every time it'll shut off mid-cycle. What do you think that is?
ooh, shutting off mid-cycle.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Because I actually don't hear of dishwashers doing that too often. I have to be honest with you.
I mean, I'd like to get it fixed. I mean, call him up. Hit him up.
I will.
Hey, was it Joe?
No, Dave Tingle.
Oh, Tingle.
He does a lot of the appliance stuff.
He's actually watching right now.
Is he?
Yeah. No, I'm only kidding.
Oh, okay. No. I mean, he knows about it. I
So
don't know if he knows
real quick. So what's new with you, right? Since we've last seen you, I mean, what's like the newest gander, right? I mean, we talked about so many different things last time you were here with us. Like, enough with the bullshit. Let's get into it.
Did you get better at boomeranging?
Well, you're always getting better. Always room for improvement. I've been practicing the boomerang.
Here we go. Have you lost any boomerangs since you've been?
No.
Did you break any?
No, I've been good.
Have you went hunting with any? Because
No.
we were talking about like the big hunting boomerangs and shit like that.
No, I have not done that. I will be honest with you. I haven't even bought too many new ones because I have a lot, but I am looking into getting a couple ones, just, toss around ones. I mean, like mid-weight ones. Like some are super heavy. Some of the ones I have are heavy.
I heard that you were wearing that shirt and you were throwing them at cars
Which
in
shirt?
FDR. That one.
I would never throw a boomerang at a car.
I thought you were trying to blend in.
FDR, if anything, you'd wear green. It's all grass. Why would I be wearing tiger camo? But
That's a nice shirt you have on, Keith. What's that?
Kyle Dawkins.
And what's that? What's that about?
He's fighting
Where?
next week.
Where?
does he do UFC?
Awesome.
Oh.
He's in the UFC, dude. Well, he's fighting on Dana White's Contender Series, basically fighting for a contract.
Got it. I know Dana White. I know who that is. Yeah.
And this past couple of fights, we sponsored him.
Okay.
The dude's good, man. He's fucking legit. I mean, he's about as legit as they are, man. He's the current CFFC 185-pound champion.
I was about to ask you, how big of a man is he? 185? That's a good size.
But he's like 6'3", 6'4".
Oh, he's lean. He's long and lean.
He's big.
Yeah.
What's that? A Tuesday? The 25th of Tuesday?
See, a younger man, like in his 20s, or
Yeah, he's like 20.
25th is Tuesday, yeah, which is awesome. I'm off.
We're gonna go live watching it up here
Why don't we just do a show that day?
during the fight.
Yeah. Yeah.
well, whatever he is, I wish him the best. He's a friend of yours. So I
Well,
hope
I,
everything
you know
goes
how
well.
you know how we did a couple of the other UFC shows.
Yeah, we're gonna have two back to back, Monday and then Tuesday.
Well, that's not really a podcast. What we did there,
Oh.
we just do like a live and just get
like a
wrapped.
hosting, more or less.
Yeah.
Did you say that?
Yeah,
Was that a good word? or-
That's definitely a good word, 100% for sure. Yeah. So I mean, it's up to you. We'll figure it out. We'll post it.
Is
We'll
he a
do
local
whatever.
guy?
Yeah, Philly, North Catholic,
Which
Philadelphia.
part of North Catholic? Which part is North Catholic? I don't. Which part?
Erie
of
and Tarsdale.
Erie Tars. I mean,
Erie, like is Frankfurt? Is that Frankfurt? You call
yeah,
that?
it's we went to North Catholic. We were high school as North Catholic.
I didn't know you guys went. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. So you said he's young, early 20s.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
He has to be like 25 or something like that. He's good.
He's 25. He's a
dude,
year younger than me.
Yeah, I think he's going to do well. I mean, I'm not going to try to jinx him or anything, but he hopefully he'll be at the golf outing.
Oh, nice. I can meet him. I
yeah.
actually would like to meet this guy.
Yeah, absolutely.
I never met a
Well,
UFC
where's the
fighter.
fights at?
Your neck's going to be. It's at the fucking UFC gym, I think, with the fucking
I'm just
where they do all
why
the
are we
Ultimate
talking about
Fighters.
necks so much? We have people want to kiss their necks. I'm hyperextending my neck. I don't understand this.
Well, is he going to be back?
You're going to
in
get
time?
neck when you leave here, probably, by the older ladies.
Oh yeah, I'll have to fight them all with a stick,
The meat stick.
the meat stick, the Mandingo meat stick.
What you call it today? The rocket?
Oh, the flesh rocket or
Yeah,
something.
flesh
I don't
rocket.
know. I have.
You have a flashlight?
Do I have a flashlight?
Flashlight.
No,
A
flashlight.
flashlight.
Yeah.
What's that? Is that a?
It looks like a flashlight, but it actually has two lips.
Oh, the way she.
Yeah.
I never thought about that.
You could take it camping, and they'll think it's a flashlight.
No, it's definitely a flashlight. You got to look it up.
Flashlight. Okay,
You've never seen a flashlight before. Are you kidding me?
I know what a flashlight looks like. Yeah,
Are you? No, a flashlight.
Flesh.
flashlight. I get it. I know
They
what
have
that is.
different. They have different styles. They have different colors, different styles. It's ones I think I've only seen this like once or twice.
What?
They either got a set of like lips.
Wait, a flashlight's a real thing? I thought it was a slang word for your cock.
No,
No.
Oh, I'm sorry. I
a
thought you were-
flashlight's a real thing. It's like something. I don't know. What
I thought you were talking about your male genitalia there. Oh damn! What the fuck? Wait, it looks like a Never
Yeah,
mind.
it's a pocket pussy, you jit.
It looks like it looks like a vavine.
That's not saying you take it camping. No one will ever know unless they.
You can
ask
just
the
take
bar.
a woman camping and have the real thing.
Some people aren't that fortunate, sir.
Yeah, they got butthole one sock.
Oh, that's gross. Come on,
I
man.
think you spit 'em
Gross.
Not gross.
You know you like it. Dude, he's like he's taking a mental picture of that website right now, so he can go home and fucking order it. Dude. Look. He's gonna have a cabinet that's like it's like a glory cabinet.
Next to my boomerang cabinet.
You have a boomerang cabinet?
No, they're scattered everywhere to some point. I know. I have some hanging on the wall.
Do you really?
Do you like this one?
Black girl one.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
That's
Hey,
not
they're
bad.
diverse. You know, what's that? Affirmative action. Sex toys. Right
Well,
there.
check this out. You can design the inside too, I believe, right?
Yeah, probably.
Well, you have one.
No, I don't.
Don't fuck around. Do you know you got one?
You
of
got
those?
one probably, dude.
You know what? If they
Fucking
weren't
freak.
like $190, I would get one.
Probably $30.
No, they're not, dude. They're expensive as shit. Believe me.
You
When
could
I was
make
like,
money, there's a certain demographic that would spend money on those. You know that. So, you know,
what kind of demographic are we talking about?
old rich perverts.
Yeah, but the old rich perverts, dude, are definitely down in like where prostitutes hang out for sure.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
But to some degree, they're smarter. They might actually have someone else picking them up for them
Yo,
so they're not seen.
Some people are getting real ballsy. I seen a video the other day of somebody went into a Lowe's parking lot, broad daylight, dude. It was like probably 11 a.m. And right in the middle of the parking lot, like there was no other cars around, so it had to be earlier. It might have been like right when he first opened, and there was a car right in the middle of the parking lot, dude. And that's it. And they were in there, not even tinted windows. And they were
trying to join?
They
Or
were
you
getting
looking
nuts.
at
It wasn't me. You did not. No,
I think maybe they were assuming it was early enough in the day where no one would notice. I mean, where no one was
It
around.
was an old school Cadillac, and no tinted windows, and they were just in there. Definitely a prostitute. The dude was like 80, and she was like,
Was she just like?
she was young, and she definitely looked like she had like a little bit of a drug habit.
Was
but-
she just like brushing her teeth or? Like,
Yeah, she was flossing for sure.
Okay, that's
Mopping them.
whatever you want to call it.
Well, what do you call it?
I call it whatever comes to mind. I don't have any special words for that. You know what I mean?
Futon. Give me some futon.
Why would I call it that? Why do you think?
You said whatever comes to mind. I mean, you never know what's going to be your
Yeah,
mind. at that
my
time.
mind. You're right. Good point. Never thought about that. I forgot how I was talking about
Yeah.
but my own self. But yeah, I get what you're saying. I don't have any special words for that. I mean, like for sex, yeah, I have like certain funny words like gubanji. I've called it that before.
What
Yeah,
sex is gubanji?
yeah I've called it that before. Yeah.
Where's that come from?
I think I heard it somewhere when I was a kid, and it just stuck. I don't know if I don't know if it even was if the conversation I heard that I don't know if it had anything to do with sex. Just like the word gubanji, I like the way it sounded. So I was saying I would call it gubanji. You know what I mean? Or the beef injection. You know, whatever you want to. You know, I don't know, man. You know.
The beef injection.
Yeah, beef injection. That makes sense, doesn't it?
I guess.
Yeah. The beef injection.
You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
saying, do the thing. I don't give it much thought. I mean, I give it thought, but you know, it all depends.
Let me ask you a question. Serious question. Did you ever shotgun a beer?
Shotgun a beer? What does that mean exactly?
Like chug it. Chug a beer.
No, never. I've never chugged. I don't see a point to doing that. I mean, if you enjoy it, that's fine. I do stuff like I come from a direction of if I don't see a need to do it, if it's not going to give me any thrill or pleasure or self gain.
Well, that's the point. It does give you a little bit of a thrill if you do it in a good time.
Okay.
Well, you don't like drinking. He's not a big drinker.
I'm not a big drinker. It doesn't appeal to me. I don't mind being around people who are drinking. I don't mind cracking one open every once in a while, especially if I'm having a nice steak dinner. Like when in doubt, there is one beautiful thing about beer over wine.
Nice
beer,
steak dinner.
Beer is very versatile. You could have beer. You don't have to worry about red meat, white meat, this and that. You know, with wine, I like to do pairing, and it also helps your palate. It's more enjoyable. But like I like a beer, like like I like Guinness with a steak. I like
You drink wine before you go to the gym?
no.
You know what that does, right?
Opens up your vessels, makes you more veiny.
Yeah, it sucks you out. It sucks you out a little bit.
It makes more sense actually to drink wine before a contest.
Well, the reason I say this is because
Yeah, that's what Steve said, I think.
Hugh Jackman, before takes, used to suck down like 12 ounces of wine.
It makes
red
you
wine.
dilate. You look veiny as hell.
Yeah,
It
that's it.
pumps
Do you know
up,
who
yeah.
Hugh Jackman is? Wolverine?
Yeah, I know exactly. I know the name.
Yeah,
of
so like that's what he used to do in between takes where he was like fucking going nuts. Like he would just down red wine.
Rick Drayson
Like
mentioned
dry
that.
ass red wine.
Rick Drayson mentioned that. Guy, he has a YouTube channel called Rick's Corner. He's old school bodybuilder and wrestler, wrestled as the Equalizer. He was talking about how wine makes you vascular.
Yeah.
You know, but I mean, other things can do that too. A pump, any sort of pump will make you vascular, and then some people genetically are not vascular. It just is what it is.
Well, do you take supplements at all or no?
No, I'm not really big on supplements. I mean, I'm not against them, but I'm bigger on food. I might grab a protein shake here, a bar there, but a lot of the newer supplements, they're great.
What, are you not drinking?
Yeah, I'm drinking.
Are you drinking? No, he's not drinking. He's at work at 8 tomorrow.
A lot of the newer supplements are great, but I'm not acquainted with them. I like old school. Like I like egg protein powder, you know, the stuff that Frank Zane was using, Larry
Yeah.
Scott, Vince Gironda.
You know who Rich Piana is?
Rich Piana, unfortunately, I do know who he is. A great man. It's going to be 2 years in August, I believe, that he's deceased.
Yeah, he
Unfortunately,
passed. He was very.
he was huge, is what he was.
Well, no, but he was very, very vocal as far as
He was. Yes, he was.
fuck the chemical shit, eat real food
Yes, he was. He was very
type
vocal.
thing. Like he. It's pretty much one of them things where you got to really, if you're gonna say that shit, you got to really practice what you preach, right? Like
he did. I want to tell you this. You know, it's one thing we do have in common. Is that okay? Like, you know, he openly admitted to cycling everything under the sun. I don't
look at him, dude. He was a fucking dude. He took so many things that changes the eye color.
Exactly.
Did you notice that?
Yeah, I did notice that. His eyes never really looked all that healthy toward the end, unfortunately.
Yeah, no.
And I feel bad because, like, you know, you talk to the man, he was not some dummy. He had a brain. He was capable, even in his conversations, the way he went about experimenting with things, even if when he was taking risks, he knew he was taking risks. He was capable of deductive reasoning and critical thinking. He was not some moron.
Yeah, absolutely.
He was he didn't care, but he was intelligent.
Yeah.
The thing is that Rich and I actually have in common is this.
The same name?
Supplements are fine, but my thing is, like, stop experimenting with supplements. Take steroids or don't take anything. He was the same way. Do it the right way. Do it insane or don't do it. I agree with that. He's just on one end of the spectrum. He's like, okay, do it to death or don't do it at all. So he's doing it to death. I'm like, don't do it at all or do it to death. I don't do it at all. You know what I mean? And I actually agree with his philosophy. I like who he is, what he represents, actually.
I agree 100%. And what's crazy is that, how did he die? What was it? Was it
myocardial infarction or was it cardiac acromegaly or something?
Yeah, but it was caused by something. It was caused by something he was doing. It was caused. He didn't just have.
He was in a medically induced coma first, if I'm not mistaken.
I think
they took him out of it and he stayed in the coma.
Yeah, I think he like overdid it on some kind of. It was either a steroid or some kind of narcotic, or maybe not narcotic, but some kind of medication he was taking.
Well, wasn't he diabetic as well?
He overdid it because I remember him always post. Like I would always follow his YouTube channel, and I always remember him going on there. Like the first thing he did for all of his videos, he did was like was checking his blood pressure, taking his like vitamins, high doses of fish oil. I mean, like he was like a relatively healthy man. So like, was definitely like something cardio.
Well, I think was it? No, I might be confusing him with the. Wasn't Dallas McCarver, who died a year prior to Rich Piana, wasn't he myocardial infarctions, which is a blood restriction? And infarction means a blood restriction. It could be renal infarction to your kidneys or myocardial. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Both things. It's hard to tell because when you're in the state that his body was in, you're so prone to all different types of cardio and cerebrovascular problems. You know, I don't know the exact cause, but Rich was. He didn't die suddenly. He was actually like lingering, unfortunately. He was in a hospital for a while. I don't know all the details, so I don't want to open my mouth. But I mean, of course, at the end, you know, he's no longer with us, and you know, that's a shame. I think if he was alive, would he be maybe 47 now? Dallas McCarver was only 26 when he went. That's a shame. That's really sad.
Dude, if he was alive right now, he'd probably have one of the biggest supplement lines out because it was 5%, like the 5%.
Yes,
yeah, the 5% thing. It probably would have been one of the biggest.
His stuff's actually pretty good. I read the ingredients and the recipes for his stuff. Very good, I think. And wasn't his mother? His mother, I think, was Armenian immigrant or child of Armenian genocide immigrants or something like that. And she was a competitive bodybuilder.
I don't even know.
No, I think you're talking about
her.
I think you're talking about that girl, the wife.
His wife wasn't Armenian. He's Armenian. He's half Armenian because
yeah, but there was a girl that he was fucking with from Iceland or something who went into competitive bodybuilding.
Oh yeah, I know about that. I thought his mom competed too.
Maybe, I don't know. But she like kind of like basically married him and took half his money and then left him. Did you hear about this?
I knew that they weren't together. He had a girlfriend at the time he died. He was not involved with his wife.
That was his ex-wife.
Oh, I
the girl that she was with, the girl that he was with when he passed was like his ex-wife or some shit.
I thought that was a new girlfriend. I didn't even know. I don't know. Here's the funny part. I really got into him after he passed away. I feel like I don't want to sound like an idiot, but that's when I started.
Funny story. Him. When he got married, his wedding day, dude, they couldn't find a suit to fit his arms.
I heard that.
So they cut his fucking sleeves off his suit, and he wore fucking a suit, full suit. But just the sleeves were cut off, and he was yoked anyway, dude. So it was just like, why don't you want to get like yoked up like that?
It's not just a combination. It's not just a thing of like what you want. It's like what's going to work for me. That won't work for me.
Why?
I don't know why.
I think you'd probably get muscle real quick because like shorter guys tend to.
But I also hold fat faster if I try to bulk up too much with muscle. That's why I stay lean, because I more or less have to stay small to stay lean. You get what I'm saying? And what I have is quality. I know I'm not really big. I get that. I don't live in a fun house. I know how big I am and how big I'm not. Like, fun house with funny mirrors.
Yeah.
But I know what I look like. And I feel good at this body weight. I function well, most importantly. And any guy will tell you this, big or small. Any guy with a brain will tell you, can you function? Rich Piana could function big. A lot of guys function big. Other guys function smaller. Frank Zane.
That we know of.
Right. Frank Zane was small.
Because we only see, 1% of their life.
Right.
With videos and shit.
Exactly. But I know 100% of my life.
No, yeah, what I'm saying, like you're saying, like Rich Piana functions well. Like we don't know that. Like he might have had a failing heart that we don't know about. Nobody knows about.
I don't know.
Well, quite frankly,
about.
I think no. To some degree,
Seriously.
all kidding aside, he did have a failing heart. That's part of the problem, I think, behind his.
Who are we talking
his
about?
death. Rich Piana.
Who the fuck is that?
You never heard that when some guy, I think he had some form of autism or something. He felt like probably like a couple months before he passed away, he fell under big scrutiny because this guy with I don't know if he had autism or he was kind of like not all there, but he was like a bodybuilder, up and coming, but not, I guess like a inspiring bodybuilder, I should say.
Inspiring or aspiring? You mean aspiring bodybuilder?
Well, yeah, whatever. He's trying to be one or whatever. So, he went to one of those like bodybuilding conventions, and
they're big now.
Oh yeah, but
Brad Castleberry does them a lot. They're big, those conventions, man.
I only train legs.
Yeah, okay. So he went up to Rich Piana at this thing. Rich Piana kind of blew him off.
I never heard that. I always thought he'd be very nice to people.
Well, no. So he blew him off. He got pissed. This kid got fucking pissed. Went on. Look at this. He got his arm stuck in the fucking sleeve. Look at him. He got his arm stuck in the sleeve.
Are you 3 years old? What are you doing?
I'm trying to get my arm back.
Wait, is that the guy he slammed him on YouTube or something?
No, hold on. So this kid went home and started like a internet war to try to destroy his brand and shit. So, and it worked kind of.
I heard about that. That kid had something wrong with him. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I heard about this.
It worked. So then he seen him again, and Rich Piana like slapped him around.
Yeah, I heard about that.
It would surfaced all over the internet. And everybody was calling him a fucking bully, and
no, I don't think he's a bully. I'm sorry.
He was like, oh, let's slap box. And this kid, he clearly had something wrong with him. And the kid was like, all right, let's slap box. And the kid was just kind of like there doing his thing, and then dude, Rich Piana just like fucked this kid up. And like was laughing about it, and like everybody was like, "Yo, what are you doing?" Like even the guys behind him were like, "Dude, what the fuck are you doing?" And he was like, "Oh, we're cool now, right?" Like trying to play it off.
I saw that video. I didn't know the kid had something wrong with him.
Yeah, and then he did you ever hear him talk? I think the news like interviewed him and shit, dude. It was terrible. It was a terrible video.
I didn't see that.
I fuck Rich Pitino, whatever.
Rich
Jesus Christ, dude.
Well, the kid slamming him. I mean, that's still not right. I mean, you don't.
Let's talk about the fucking weather. I was kidding.
Simmer down, lips.
No, but it's fun.
You got work tomorrow?
Yeah.
What time?
What?
Night work?
8.
At PM?
No, I am.
I know which one you're. I didn't know the kid had something wrong with him because I didn't get a good look at him. Believe it or not, I just know though that they slap boxed or something, or Rich slapped him around or messed him up.
Yeah, he fucked him up for sure, 100%.
That was not so long ago. About 3 years ago, maybe.
Yeah, something like that.
Rich, when's your birthday?
October 1st.
Oh shit! My brother's baby mom's October 1st.
Who?
My birthday's Saturday.
Oh, happy birthday! Wait,
Are you gonna give me a kiss?
Which Saturday? Is that June 21st?
22nd.
Second.
22nd. My father's the 18th.
Really?
What,
Yeah, mom's
when do you start vacation?
24th.
Monday? Really? Why?
But
you're
I
off this weekend.
I was
right?
supposed to work this weekend, but I'm off. Yeah.
What's that mean? Is Real Talk with a Touch Sarcasm going to have a banger for Keith's birthdays?
I got plans.
Do you really?
Saturday, yeah.
Like what? What are you doing?
Phillies game.
Are you serious?
I was going to ask you if you wanted to go. There's like 10 of us going.
Are you kidding me?
I'm dead serious.
Is Griff one of them?
Nah.
Have you talked to him?
Nah.
What about you, Rich? Trying to go to Phillies game?
Phillies game?
Yeah. Dude, you're enjoying the shit out of that.
Dude. I don't know how the fuck you're eating that.
What do you mean you don't know how? You said it was okay.
No, it was good. It was good. I was kidding.
You're making fun of my food. I'm
No,
not
I'm
the
not-
biggest fan of baseball.
I'm not a big fan of almonds.
Oh, okay. I wish I knew that. I would have made the pistachio one.
Well-
Put chocolate chips in there.
So Colin Wheely comments and says, "Hi, we're having a bad day as my favorite actor passed away. Hoping by to take my mind off it via this podcast." Well, what's up, Colin? Who is your favorite?
You know you can't comment from a phone.
Who's your favorite? You gotta sign in. I gotta give you the info. Who's your favorite actor that passed? I'm curious because I think the only one I seen was that female who passed away. Who was that? There was a female today that just passed away.
I don't know. Do you know, Rich?
No, I didn't see Google News or anything today. I was
Google News. You mean to tell me you don't get a paper?
I do get a paper. I didn't read it yet.
You didn't read it. What's in there? Alcohol? What's in there?
No, I told you it was in there.
Is there CBD in there?
No. I told you I don't mess with that. I told you. Did the other?
There's a sister wife that died.
Did
Oh, nah.
I go over the
Who was
ingredients?
it? Hold on. Yeah, you went. Yeah.
I thought it was on the other show when it fluffed. You know, with the
Gloria
sound thing,
Vanderbilt.
the glitch thing. Did I?
No, you went over it
I
again.
went over it again.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure. I'm doing it for the guests. You know.
It was Gloria who?
Vanderbilt. She was like a
Yeah.
hunter.
Is that her? I don't know. Colin Wheeler. I don't know.
Does Colin watch the show all the time?
I don't think so.
Oh, I'm having a bad day. I'm sorry to hear that. Let's try to have some fun. You know, talk about stuff.
Richie's going to shotgun a twisted tea.
Are you?
No.
Why?
I'm not the biggest fan of Twisted Tea.
How about a Natty Light?
Oh,
Shotgun-
God.
Are you going to shotgun a Natty Light, Keith?
Maybe.
Oh, we got to do it. It's like a show thing now, dude.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Everybody's like requesting.
Who?
I don't know. People that will watch this are requesting that you do that.
Did you ever shotgun? You never shotgun, did you?
Dude, I think you should shotgun a beer. I mean, that's
No, I don't feel like doing that.
Nah, he has to drive. He has to drive.
I do have to drive. You know?
yeah,
I'm going to
whatever.
get into an accident. I can hit my head and get brain damage. We don't want that to happen.
No.
I know you might come out of that knowing more more shit, dude.
I don't know if I know so much. I don't know. I mean, you know, people.
So real quick, as you know, weed's getting legalized in more and more states now,
yes.
right? What do you think about that? You think there's did you ever dip into the realm of marijuana before or no?
I mean, I've never dipped in the realm, but I know it well. I mean, I know people who smoke, people who don't smoke. You know, I'd say at the end of the day, I'm wondering if the government's allowing it to be legalized. Maybe it's because
Money?
there's more money in keeping it legal than illegal. Because if there was no money in legalizing it, the government would say, no, make it illegal. Keep it illegal. You
Well,
know?
I think there's definitely money in legalizing it, but I just don't know how they're gonna, because they came out with this derivative, the CBD, right? You ever hear of
Yes,
CBD oil?
I've heard of it. Well, I don't know much about it. Didn't read up on
Yeah.
it, but I heard one person say it's a scam. One person mentioned to me, "Oh, it's not all that good." Not a scam, but it could be intended to be good, but not good. Then, if you know what you're doing is messed up, then it's a scam. You get what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
if I'm deliberately perpetrating something as something else, that's a scam.
It relaxes you.
If I made it to be this good, but it didn't work out, that's not a scam. That's just a failure. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So,
100%.
so I don't know. I don't know much about it. I heard they make ointments for your joints. Correct?
They
Is that
do.
right?
It is. It's like a CBD ointment.
GNC has one.
There's CBD everything though.
Yeah, I know.
You can like
I don't know if I think that might be bullshit. dude.
But GNC has one for your joints. But here's the thing: like, you know, you train the right way and eat right, your joints don't ache you. So, you know,
Eat some fucking marzipan, your joints don't ache as heavy cream.
you can. You want to put it back in the fridge if you don't want it to get hard.
it's
I mean,
still
get
pretty-
it soft.
It's still pretty.
It's still
Rigid.
pretty good.
Wait,
It's
that'll
soft.
melt if left out.
It won't melt, but it might get a little softer, a little bit sticky. I like it nice little fudgy consistency. You know what I'm saying? But I froze it overnight, so it should be okay.
That's good, man. For all I like. I mean, I like it.
All right, cool. First, you're slamming it just a little bit ago.
No,
He gave it a
wasn't.
7. He gave it a 7. 7. At
out
one
of-
bite,
out
everybody
of
knows.
fucking 50.
One bite.
Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm just
What-
kidding. Nah, Rich, it was good. Thank you though, because you obviously put in a lot of time making it.
Oh yeah,
You know what
I
I
don't
mean?
mind doing that. I share stuff with people. I mean, if you wanted, I would have made bison stew. If you want to make bison stew with cauliflower,
Why don't you should have made deer
Bison
jerky?
stew.
Yes.
What? Are you serious?
everyone who tried my bison stew liked it. Bertel at work even liked it, and he's so quick, like to make fun of me, joke around. He's a good guy, but he likes to break my chops. So I make it. I mash up. I get bison ground up. I mash up cauliflower, and I'll put Like a little bit of maybe, if I'm using bison meat, I'll use like,
Sardine paste, right?
no, I'll use ghee.
Sardine paste.
Do you ever have sardine paste?
No, I have not.
Why? Do you like fish? Seafood? What? Crabs?
I'm not the biggest fan of fish. No, I don't eat bottom feeders. They gross me out. Crabs are big spiders. They don't make webs, but they're spiders.
What do you have, a spider phobia?
No,
arachnophobia? Is that what that's
I
called?
don't have it, but I don't want to eat one either.
You
It's not a
get ready to
spider.
Yeah, they're fucking.
It's seafood. It's
I know.
a
I
crustacean.
don't like the way it smells, and they're
You boil
bottom
it.
feeders. Okay, but they still smell weird. They don't smell appetizing.
They probably do eat
Simmer
condoms
down.
and shit.
They don't eat condoms. Do you hear this?
All the crabs I knew had unprotected sex. For your information. Anyway,
You're a fucking
Do you-
boozer.
so
Rich.
what seafood do you eat? Like organic salmon,
I like salmon. Yeah,
Sea otters.
tilapia.
tilapia's okay. I like bass, striped
Tilapia
bass.
is a bottom feeder.
I know. That's why I said it's okay. It's still a scaly fish, but it's not my first choice. I like salmon, but fish doesn't really.
How about clams?
I don't like clams. They're bottom feeders. They gross me out.
Yeah, I agree. I mean,
How about mussels?
like first of all, yeah. Oh, there it is. How about raw oysters, dude?
Oh, well, that's supposed to be an aphrodisiac, isn't it?
Yes, sure is.
I don't need that. I just need an old lady. Anyway,
What is the deal here with you with old ladies, man? I mean, do you just like the
It's just a
maturity,
fetish.
or
the maturity.
it's a fetish?
I don't want to say it's a fetish. That's a preference. Liking feet is a fetish. Liking a certain age group, I think, is a preference.
Well, what's the difference between liking feet and liking a different age group?
A big difference. A guy with a foot fetish, he gets turned on by feet.
Do you like feet?
Well, you get turned on by old women. What's the difference between a fetish and? I'm not saying that to be a dick. I'm
Okay,
being
if you like
serious.
blonde-headed, blue-eyed women, that's not a fetish. That's your preference. It's what you like.
Yeah, your
Well,
type.
all right. Well, some people don't like feet, but some people do. What's the difference between whether it's a fetish or
A fetish, I think, is defined as a sexually unrelated, sexually unnatural, but sexual obsession.
Well, what defines something as sexually related?
I heard
Like
you give
hair.
your-
How can
Okay.
hair be sexually related?
That's not. That's why I'm saying that's not a fetish. A foot fetish. A guy who has a foot fetish, so to speak, gets sexually aroused by feet. There's nothing sexual about feet, yet it gets you sexually aroused. That's what
Well,
defines fetish.
Well, that's the same thing as hair.
No, I like blondes. I prefer blondes.
You don't-
I don't,
you
I
didn't
don't
tell
have
me
a
you don't-
boner the minute I see a blonde. It's the same thing, you know.
Well,
I heard
not
you give
you,
the
but
girls
I'm sure there are
HBOs.
people that are absolutely fucking get turned on by hair only. You don't
Okay,
think
then
so?
that's a hair fetish.
Like
I'd
you.
say.
All right. So, for example, do you like Bush? I'm asking a serious question. I'm trying to prove a point here.
Okay, here's.
Do you prefer Bush?
I'm going to be honest with you. Because a lot of younger girls are the ones shaving, and I'm never with younger girls. Not even if I like a bush, I'm accustomed to a woman having some shrubbery.
Do you give the girls the HBO,
What's the HBO?
the honey blowout?
Never heard that. It makes complete sense to me. But wow,
Do you though or no?
what is the? Wait, explain to me. What is the honey blowout? Just so I know we're on the same frequency here.
I don't know. You blow bubbles in her butt with a straw.
You don't have to do that. If it's an older woman and it's getting a little loose, you can just put your face right in the inner thigh and
Wait, what's getting loose?
the schmaltz in here.
Saggy like loose or?
I don't know. The room's dimly lit. And I have bad eyes. I can't tell, but the schmaltz, the cellulite, the schmaltz.
Ah, okay, that's funny.
You know what I mean?
All right. So long story short, you like Bush.
Yes. Okay.
All right. So that's what I'm saying. So that does a Bush turn you on?
Not per se. The fact that what's getting me horny is the fact that I'm about to have sex with the girl. That's why I'm horny. You know what I mean?
So you're on the beach. You see some bush popping out the bikini. You're getting turned on for sure.
You're right. I am. You're right.
So you have a bush fetish.
I
By
don't-
your definition, you have a bush fetish.
okay, I have a bush fetish.
That's what I'm
George, Barbara, whatever you want to say. I have a bush fetish.
How much of a bush fetish though? Like a George Jefferson bush or like?
Who the fuck is George
You
Jefferson?
saw George Jefferson's. You saw his cock? I'm
No, I'm saying like it's the hair on his head, like that thick. George.
No, it doesn't have to be. Oh
He
my
said
God.
he said shrubbery. He said shrubbery.
Oh.
That's a relative term.
Yeah,
Let's just keep it as that.
yeah, small shrubs. That's it.
Yes, exactly.
But that's what I'm saying. So I don't think liking feet. Because put it this way, dude, you can be one of the hottest girls ever. right?
Okay.
If you got nasty feet, that's nasty. Or fingers. I'm like a real weirdo when it comes to that.
You know what's funny?
Fingers or toes, dude. If they look like they're throwing gang signs, dude, I'm out.
Well, that's the scene.
I don't
It's
care
funny you
how-
should mention that. I know this one woman I was involved with before, and she's a taller woman. And taller people tend to have knobbier feet. And her feet didn't turn me off because I don't have the fetish where they have to be so pretty. But she didn't have the best looking feet, and she otherwise was a very beautiful and symmetrical woman. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I understand what you're saying. I get that.
I'm not even more of a like a looks person, right? Like,
I'm a how you make me feel. I don't want to sound like weird. If you relax me, if a woman's nice and mellow, I like that. I like a woman who's calm and mellow. You know what I mean? Draws me in with her voice and whatnot. Not deliberate, not seducing me, not like enchanting, like manifest calmly. Come, why dost thou tarry? I don't mean something crazy like that. I'm just saying, some women draw me in. I talk to some women, and I feel like I'm being drawn in. I'm feeling their energy, and I'm digging it. You know what I mean?
yeah.
I mean, it means I'm a dude. That's all I'm saying.
Are you an old soul?
I've been called that. I don't think I even understand what that means. I've been called that by women.
Exactly. So if the majority of the women that you're hanging around are a little slightly older than you, right?
Slightly, to say the least, but yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Exactly my point. I'm not trying to throw you under the bus here.
It's fine.
But
I'll be dead from old age before I get run over.
Did you get that?
No.
I said I'm not trying to throw you under the bus. I said I'll be dead from old age before I get run over.
Ah, okay.
So, but yeah, and if you get like if you have good company with them, I mean, you're an old soul. You're kind of on their level. I don't think that's necessarily what that means, but in your case, I feel like
agree
that's
with
what
that. I agree with that.
Yeah, I agree. I talk well with older women. Not trying. Like my friends and I will joke around, but sometimes I'll just find myself talking, and it's an older woman, and it's clicking. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%.
Conversation.
It's just interesting to me, for real.
Okay.
That you like the older women. I think it's pretty cool.
Do you prefer cougars or pumas?
What's the difference? I know of a cougar.
I think cougars like 30, but I think the age group is between 30 and
50.
50? No,
Yeah, 30.
Really?
Probably. Pumas, or anything older than 50.
Oh, I'm a puma man. Yes.
Yeah.
Puma? Really?
Oh, hell yeah.
What are you? How old are you? 30, 31?
I'm 36 now.
Really?
Yes.
Pretty soon you'll be looking in the 60s.
Oh! I was involved with this one woman. The oldest woman I ever had sexual affairs with was 69.
Really?
No pun intended.
No pun intended. She had abs, and I'm not lying. She has abs. She's
Has abs.
yes.
Are you still with her now?
I see her from time to time. She actually many years ago I got her into working out and eating my way, which is ultimately the Vince Gironda way. I basically taught her a lot of different things, and she is into that. She trains still, works out, you know what I mean? And she's like, yeah, no starch, no this, you know what I mean?
Is
And,
she potty trained?
So you don't eat potatoes.
I don't eat potatoes, no.
Why?
They don't make
Potatoes
me
are-
feel good when I would eat them. I don't like the way they make me feel. The food I eat makes me feel good, man. That's a positive thing. You know, you want to. That's a reason. Everything I do makes me feel good and functions for me.
Yeah, but that's the thing, though, dude. When it comes to that, I mean, restricting your carbs so low, that doesn't make you sluggish or like anything like that, dude.
No, because what's fat? A source of energy, just as carbohydrates is.
After your body goes into a certain state.
If you go into ketosis.
Correct.
Which
So
is
if
simply
you-
a metabolic state. It's not necessarily good or bad. It's a metabolic state. That's all that is.
All right. I mean, I'm not going to disagree with you.
Yeah,
I was
eat
in that.
whatever.
Huh?
I eat whatever I can. I went to the pizza festival. That was good.
Okay, cool. Who was there? Right, with different pizza
Different
places.
pizzas, yeah.
Awesome. Sounds good.
It was fun. I love pizza. Do you love pizza?
It doesn't really appeal to me. Like as far as like getting like delivery, Chinese food over pizza any day of the week.
Oh,
like
yeah.
my Chinese food, Asian food in general, Thai, Vietnamese,
Japanese?
Malaysian, Japanese. I could take or leave. I mean, if it's good like wagyu beef, yes, but for the most part, Japanese taste.
Wagyu beef, dude. That's like fucking. It's expensive. Ain't
Yes,
it?
it is, and it's delicious. Medium rare wagyu. Oh my god, it's delicious.
How did you eat that?
With my mouth like this.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, where did you get it at?
The place in the media. I forgot the name. I didn't drive.
What was it, like $200 for an 8-ouncer?
Did you walk there?
A little bit less than that. No, my buddy drove. My buddy B. John drove.
Bijan.
B. John, yes.
Okay, that's a very interesting name.
Remember you talking about me knowing words in Farsi and stuff? He's one of my friends from Iran.
Ah, okay.
Oh, Bijan. Somebody was saying that at work. Remember, they were calling him BJ. I think it was Bertel.
No, Kirk was.
Oh, Kirk.
I think somebody at work may have met Bijan at the gym. I don't think did Bertel may have met him actually, or no, somebody else may have actually met him. Maybe Tracy met him.
Yeah.
Dude, how the fuck are we looking at times? What the fuck are we at right now? Does anybody know?
3 hours.
3 hours. Holy shit, dude. That's
Who's watching out there? Anybody we know?
a couple. But I mean, this is our literally our first one on YouTube.
Oh, excellent. Okay.
Like our first live on YouTube. So like I wasn't really expecting a lot of live.
I understand.
It's just when we share it on Facebook, it'll get more.
That's
you know what I'm saying?
Right, not in real time, but in time. I get that.
Exactly. Dude, there's people like, for example, podcasts, right? There's a very select few that actually go live on a podcast. A lot of people, what they'll do is they'll sit down, they'll just record it, and then go back and spend hours editing.
And then you broadcast
And then you put it out there.
Understood.
That's just too much work, right? I'm more about the rawness of what we do, right?
Yeah.
Like we fuck up. Like for example, dude, we fucked up earlier. It is what it is. It's the first time in a whole year probably second that's happened to us, right? And I feel like that's good. It's great. All you gotta do is go
I
back
can't
and
interact with the people on YouTube.
No, you can.
Look, it is things, not to be off topic. It's a little warmer now, but look, it stayed solid. I bit into that and everything. See how solid it is?
Yeah.
Do you like pretzels?
No, they're carbohydrates. You can't eat that shit.
No.
So real quick, once I give you the sign on and shit for our YouTube, you'll go to that.
What do you mean?
Like once I gave you the sign in for our YouTube channel, you'll be able to do all that. It's just it's a big jump. It's a weird jump going to YouTube when you go live, but I mean obviously the audio doesn't matter because it's all going to go in the same spot. But that's the whole reason I had to launch that video. We planned on doing a YouTube mini series for how to create a podcast, and we filmed it. We did everything for the first episode.
God bless you.
And
I inhaled almond.
Well, cough that shit up, dude. You don't want to asphyxiate.
I'm fine.
Dude, there's waters over there. You need waters?
I might get one.
God, dude.
I might get one in a minute just because I'm getting a little thirsty. I'm fine for now, though. Thank you.
You sure?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Dude, please do not choke, dude. That's all I want.
No, I'm fine. Trust me, I could breathe. I'm fine. Thank you.
Jesus.
Have another piece if you want one.
I had, dude. I have one.
Like, look, I'm signed in on my
on
YouTube
yours.
account,
No, you got to sign in.
You can't comment anywhere.
You got to sign in on mine. On the Real Talk thing.
No, but I want to comment as me viewing it.
Oh, really?
You can't. I asked Freddie too. He's like, no.
Really?
Yeah, that's why it's like a little goofy.
No way.
I'm dead
Actually,
serious.
Drew, I want to comment on something.
Maybe on a computer, probably.
I did not know you were following Rich Piana like that. That's really cool. You know what I mean? 'Cause he's
Yeah.
one cool
Don't bring
dude.
that
One
fucking name up again, Rich.
He was successful too. Got to admit that he was good at what he did, man. People know his name. You know what I mean?
Dude, he was one of the only ones to create like a protein that had like legitimate food ingredients in it. You know what I mean?
Yes, he was. I agree.
A lot of shit has like synthetic chemicals that
Easy to mass produce. Let's just
Yeah,
be real
exactly.
about that.
and he was just more so concerned about like real food. If you wanna get food big, you gotta eat real fucking food.
I'm a fan of real food because it nourishes you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Even Vince Gironda, Larry Scott, they were all on that. The
Yeah.
eggs, the heavy cream. The heavy cream.
Dude, I know people that eat like 10, 15 egg whites a day.
Egg whites? No, the whole egg. Don't do that egg white bullshit. Let me tell you something. People don't realize this. When you eat the egg white and not the yolk, you're taking in some protein with no fat. There's a bigger chance that your body will actually metabolize and or convert, whatever word you wish to use. Your body will ultimately, your endocrine system will ultimately, no, I'm saying will ultimately, that's wrong, can possibly and ultimately change that protein into glucose for energy. So you're storing fat if that happens. Egg whites are not bad, but they're not good. Eat the whole egg. You need the fat with the protein.
Well, some people do both. They'll put like say 10 egg whites and then like 4 whole eggs in there.
Beautiful. That's fine. But when you have the absence of, when you too much lean protein, when I was eating a lot of lean protein, I just didn't feel good, didn't get the results I wanted, and I was confused. I was like, oh, okay, I'm just, I just don't know what I'm doing. I didn't know at what point am I messing up? But I was like, somewhere along the lines, I don't know what I'm doing because I'm messing up. I didn't know where.
You're eating too much?
Too much lean protein. You need protein with fat. Red meat over chicken. Or when you eat chicken, a chicken leg with the skin, the fat, the meat near the bone is also more nutritious. None of this.
Oh, God, here it is. Yo, real quick, we had a comment. It said, hit the live chat icon. We want to thank you, Sync Gaming.
Who was it?
Thank you. Yes.
Sync Gaming for that.
Thank you for watching, too.
100% for sure. For that info. Where is the Sync Gaming thing? I mean, Sync Gaming. What the fuck am I talking? What are you talking about? Your coughing's fucking me.
I was saying that
I don't know where it is.
white meat chicken breast, it's overrated, man. You know?
What do you say? What do you eat, thigh? Dude, go get a water, dude.
Okay, I'll get a water.
Hey, look, come back with your shirt off, they said.
Who said that?
Stacy.
Stacy's there?
No.
Oh, would you stop messing with me?
Jesus. Let me say. Live chat icon. Where is the live?
I think it's only on the computer you could do it.
No way.
Rich, grab me Twisted Tea from the bottom. Let me wear your Scabbard dolls.
You got Scabadals on? They got the Scabadals.
Yeah.
I don't know where that live chat is. She's next to the thumbs buttons.
Let me see.
Let me see here. Yeah, I don't know if he has it here. He has the iPhone Cricket 6. And it's
It's the newest one. Give me it.
yeah, she says it's right next to the thumbs button.
All right.
But I don't know where it's at. She said she's on her phone doing it.
I don't have the app, so it's from Google.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, let me check real quick because it might be, if it is the app, then that might be the way to go. Like I said,
I miss my Facebook people, man.
I know. Listen, we're new with the whole we're new with the YouTube thing. It is what it is. We've been going live off of Facebook for one whole year. For those of you that don't know, we're used to getting like 40 live on there 1 year.
I remember from the last show was pretty active with that.
Oh, it was huge. I mean, it just, listen, it's just, if Facebook was able to up their quality settings, I would do Facebook all day.
They're lacking
Yeah,
that.
how
I don't know
much
anything about
more
they're
is
lacking that.
it worse? I mean,
It's wait till you watch this. You're gonna be like, holy shit! It's 10 times better. It's so Facebook is it's very grainy. It's grainy. It just
the
doesn't.
mouse on though.
Well, yeah, I know the mouth is. This is gonna be just like real time. It's I don't know, man. It sucks. Let me see here. Yeah, see, I have it. I have it here.
What? Oh, I mean, are you on the app?
It's got to be the app.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got to be the app. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is, man. Look, 1 year down, and we'll see what happens. Literally, we're on here a year. You know what I mean? How long to say? Or how long have we been on there? It says
I don't know.
oh, we're over an hour for sure.
What's up, Rich?
All right.
I'm gonna go piss.
All right, we're gonna. I have a question for him.
Ask
Okay.
some questions.
Yeah.
That's it.
All right. Let's. What's the question, Keith?
I gotta think about it.
The gears are squeaking up there, so
Yeah.
They're rusty. That's all.
it needs more fat to lubricate them. Have another piece of marzipan. It's
Nah,
fatty.
fuck that marshmallow.
You mean fuck that? Why are you
Nah, it
saying
was
bad
good.
words?
It
Why are
was
you saying
good. It
bad
was
words
good. It
about
was
my
good.
marzipan? My marzipan's offended by that.
It was good. It was
You're
good.
saying bad words. It's not nice.
So what's up? Are you gonna throw some boomerangs on the 29th?
If I'm able to, if not, I just want to show up. I would like to get.
We gotta
out.
get you putting. I want you to hit one golf shot. Did you ever swing a golf club before?
No, I never have. I'll try.
I might have
but
to
I don't know
record it.
anything about golf. Oh my god, I don't know what to do.
Yeah. What was I gonna say? You have anything to ask me? Or
No,
about the pod at golf or anything?
you golfed before. You golfed in high school too, didn't you?
Yeah.
You have 4 years, like actually playing organized under your belt.
Well, 2 years. The last two. Basically, what happened was, I was probably freshman year. I was probably like 4'9",
Okay.
90 pounds. Like really, maybe not 90, maybe like 100. And I played soccer and I played baseball my freshman year and sophomore year. And
Nice.
basically, when I hit sophomore, I wasn't growing yet. I was still like 5'1", and
Okay.
it was just it wasn't there. I was just too small. You know what I mean?
Wait, for golf you were too short?
No. For baseball and soccer,
Understood.
I was getting bodied because people were growing, getting bigger. And,
Especially at that age, kids are sprouting.
right. And so I just like, all right, well, I liked golf. We used to go every like Tuesday in the summertime.
To Juniata?
Yeah, and then once you joined the golf team, you fucking got to play for free every day.
Nice.
So I literally went every day for 2 years after school, and by the end of my senior year, I was like captain.
I know you're good at golf. That's cool.
I mean, I was better. I mean, it's like going practicing something for fucking every day to go in once a month. Not even. It's a lot. That's like if you practice throwing boomerangs every day for fucking 5 days a week, and then you do it once a month, you're going to be way better if you do it every day, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Especially something that has to do with feel, like swinging a golf club too. I'm picturing
muscle memory and stuff.
Yeah,
like
certain muscle memory, certain bit of ambiguity too that you have to sort of work through.
Yeah.
So I totally understand that.
But
That's cool.
My calves got huge, Joe, from walking like every day up hills and shit.
Oh yeah, well that's also largely genetics. It's also androgen receptors.
Oh, androgen receptors?
Well, calves and forearms, they're at what? Your extremities. Often enough, it's not unusual for men to have less androgen receptors in their calves and forearms. So that's why the training them, you might be training them the right way, but they're not responding because you're not androgenic enough. Your body could be secreting hormones, but if the hormone's not being received, system of checks and balances. You have all these checks but no balances. Hey,
Yeah. I agree. You have anything to say?
So there was a comment. Optimistically cynical is the guy, the person that commented. That's the name. It says, I got a stain on my new dress shirt, so I went to the laundromat, and this racist Oriental told me that we don't do whites.
That was good. That was awesome. I like that one.
That is good.
I like it. I like his name. His name's very creative.
That's very good. That's a great. I thought it was funny.
I appreciate that. I appreciate the name and the
It
joke.
was good. Let me ask you a question. Serious question.
Anything you want. Anyone out there has a question, please ask us.
How do you feel about death? Like, what do you think, legitimately? Because these conversations is how this show was started, right?
Understood.
Seriously, like we would just talk about just different thoughts about crazy shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what do you think about that? I'd like to get your input.
Okay. I don't give it much thought because I don't see a point.
No, I'm just saying.
Once
like,
I'm dead, I won't be able to think about it for sure.
How do you know?
I don't know, but by what we know of death, what we call, you know what I mean? Let's put it this way. Talking about death is a dead issue, if you ask me.
Oh, no pun intended.
What time do you go to bed? Like 10?
It depends. No, sometimes I can stay up late. If I'm doing my meditations or if I'm watching
Meditation? What do you mean?
the Kabbalistic meditations, if I do my
The Krav Maga? I mean, the
Krav Maga is a fighting style.
No, the Dantelion, I mean.
The Dantalion is just only one entity, but yes, when I'm doing my Shem HaMaforesh studies, my Goetia, my Sephora
He
studies.
does Jehovah Witnesses on his day off.
I thought that was you knocking on my door the other
No,
day, dude.
I don't do that. Last thing I want to do is include people. Trust me.
No, I'm serious. So, what do you does that? You just think that once we go, we're go, and that's it? It's
No,
it's
I do.
sleeping?
I don't know. As far as the afterlife, I don't know.
I don't know.
Because I mean, as far as like, who am I to say what God's going to definitely do or definitely not do, or have planned for us or not have planned for us? You know what I mean?
How do you like? What do you think about deja vu? Like, how do you explain that shit?
Deja vu, I think, could be a combination of a couple different things. It could be maybe a dream you're remembering, or maybe you were there previously. You never know.
Well, the reason I bring that up is because I was at a wedding. Now, these two people weren't married ever before, right? And I
Okay.
had like the craziest deja vu at this wedding with the groom, and it was just like
Who, Rob's?
yeah, it was just like it was a crazy deja vu to where I was like, well, I know I wasn't here before.
Okay.
Ain't
know
it
what I
awesome
mean?
feeling, though, once you realize it? Like,
Yeah, you're just like, well, what the fuck? Like, how does that happen?
I think it's remembering a dream. I think so.
Yeah, but how do you dream something that comes true?
No, you
dude?
dreamt something similar to it, and then the brain is just connecting it. The brain does look for patterns even in the absence of a pattern.
Yeah, but come on.
It's a suggestion. I've had it myself and I don't have an explanation for it.
Ain't that nuts, though?
It's nuts,
That's
but I've learned to
fucking
accept
crazy.
it. I've accepted it.
I ain't gonna lie, dude. I don't know what the fuck it is, but I literally remember every dream, every night, at least 3.
You don't have that's not bad. I mean, you have a good pineal gland.
What the
Is
fuck
that
is?
no, pineal gland. That's like a
I
big
don't
thing.
know.
That's your third eye. That is your actual third eye.
Well, it's shaped like an eye.
I thought your asshole was your third eye.
It actually it actually is your third eye. What? The actual asshole or the one sitting down in the chair in front of me?
Oh.
Your third eye, it's shaped like an eye, but you actually, that's how your pineal gland is one of the bridges to the to other dimensions.
Shout out Mike Ruth, but I had
Well,
a dream
dude,
Mike
see,
Ruth
oh,
was
wait a minute.
installed in a garage in my house
Well, wait a minute.
last night.
This is what I'm fucking saying. You can't say
So
you legitimately cannot sit there and say that. Well, exactly what you just said. The third eye or the pineal gland is the bridge to other dimensions and shit, and say that you don't know what happens after we die.
Of course, I don't know what happens after we die.
Well, I know, but I'm saying
not in charge of that.
Yeah, I know, but what you have to understand what I'm trying to say here. It's just like you sort of put it this way. Do you think something happens when you die, or what?
I do.
What is your opinion that happens?
I'm very traditionally Judeo-Christian. I believe we're judged, and we're condemned or rewarded. You know, I think it's pretty straight ahead, direct.
Really? You want to get into religion a little bit?
What's that?
Religion? No.
Unless it's like fucking 3 minutes talking about it. For all.
Well, only because put it this
I
way.
hate when it goes on about
Put it this
religion
way.
and nutrition.
If somebody is so forgiving, right? With
God is forgiving. That's not just the only thing He is, though. But
well, no, I understand that. For somebody with no facts, correct? How does one discipline to condemn them? So, for example, say you're raised Catholic or Christian or whatever you are, and all you have to go on is strictly faith with everything that goes on in this world.
faith,
Children dying.
or what you were exposed to. Yeah.
Exactly. Children dying, fucking just bad shit, right? It's very rare that you see good shit happen. Nowadays, especially with social media. Like before, you just didn't know because all you could rely on was 6ix9ine or Channel 10.
Knowing doesn't help any nowadays.
Well,
yes.
that's what I'm saying. So without you knowing, what is to deter somebody from going down that bad road? And then ultimately, if that is the case, they die and then they get judged by somebody. Well,
I think
because my issue is going to be like, well, I didn't
deterrence
know.
The deterrence is trying to make people afraid of God so they don't do the wrong thing. I think that's what the deterrence is. I think that's what organized religion is largely behind, I believe.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's
How
like
do
a
you
good
think we
amount-
even got here?
We got here on a fucking rock.
For real. How do you think the human life was created? You read a lot of goofy shit, so.
On a fucking rock. We came here on a rock. I mean, you know everything about like did you ever? I feel like you're getting uncomfortable talking about this.
Oh my God, no.
No, okay, good.
No,
He's like clearing his throat and shit. No, but what I'm saying is that did you ever? So there were the Sumerian tablets. You familiar with these?
So are we going into the Epic of Gilgamesh and all these things?
I don't know about that, but I'm so. I put it this way: I have a subscription with Gaia.
Gaia, the Earth. Wait, let me ask you this: are you saying about that where our DNA, our genetic material, possibly is extraterrestrial, then came here on the rock and whatnot?
That's 100%.
That's totally possible. There's one thing though. When all this happened, I wasn't there,
Yeah.
so I don't know what to say.
Well, the whole. I mean, you do a lot of research. Clearly, I mean, you know, I feel like you're an alchemist. You an alchemist?
If you're using that word in the right sense, that's really awesome that you're using that word right now.
Yeah.
An alchemist? What
yeah.
the fuck is that?
So all right, so alchemy was like
master
an
of
old,
the elements. Ultimately,
Yeah,
It's
it
not
was a
just
master of
changing
the
lead
elements,
into gold. It's-
but
I
it
think
was-
I need to read more.
No, but it was a myth. It was a myth. Basically, the big theory was they were able to turn lead into gold.
That's one of the things they could do. The whole point is that you use non-related elements to make a different element.
Exactly.
Lead into gold.
And it was a myth up until not too long ago, where they learned to make a synthetic lead and then turn the synthetic lead into gold. Which then they're like, holy fuck. Did these people back then know how to make synthetic lead? And that's when the whole thing, like the whole wheel turned and was like, like obviously you do know that we only discovered about 10% of civilizations that occupy this earth, correct?
And we only use about 10% of our brain. Magic numbers.
Literally, like we've only discovered 10%.
We don't know what
lost
technology these peoples may have had. We don't know what they were doing or not doing.
Exactly. That's why it's
and
so
primitive doesn't mean dumb. Old-fashioned doesn't mean the Babylonians were probably smarter than we are, even if they didn't have cell phones.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So,
well, dude. For example, there was literally they just discovered a temple. It was like an underground temple that they found. It had it was like from 40,000 years ago. And they had carvings on the walls of people riding bicycles.
Oh, yeah. That's not even so crazy. What about the ancient people with bubbles on their head? Obviously, possibly space travelers.
Here we go. Well, what's crazy about the Egyptians? What was on all of their pharaohs?
Also, they had airplane. I'm pointing to the airplane
behind
you. On their
pineal
pharaohs,
gland.
they had the third eye.
Yeah, the third eye.
Well,
it was always on all the ancient Egyptian
there's a reason
fucking...
the pharaohs were considered to be gods on earth. That's why, largely. They were named after deities, the pharaohs, too. Tut, Ankh, Amon, bird, cross, Amon. The name Amon actually appears in the Goetia.
Yeah.
Actually, that might be a corruption of the Hebrew word Nahum, which means one who engages eagerness, or one who brings about eagerness. But the point is, there's a third eye, or... There's airplanes in Egyptian paintings and stuff. There's crazy stuff there.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Mm-hmm. But I'm into that. A lot of Kabbalah, Golden Dawn Kabbalah, is an Egyptian practice to some degree. You know?
Yeah.
Where did Moses come out of? Egypt.
Yep. I mean, there was a lot of things that I've read, but I don't know. Some of the shit just it really does, man. Some of the things that you come across, when you read, like for example, the reason I even know that shit about the alchemy was because of I got this book called The Lost Power, and it goes into all that shit and how it relates to today about how maybe they weren't so fucking crazy. Maybe it's not a myth. You know what I mean?
Oh, I don't think it's a myth. Well, there's things I have to share with you.
Crazy,
I could share that or not.
The crazy thing is it goes into about how all these more and more you're seeing these children now that as soon as they're able to talk are fucking talking about how they remember their past life and shit. Do you ever see these?
They're saying things like, where's this coming from?
Yeah, well, dude, the one that blew my mind was that they actually, they were they knew where they came from, how they died, and, where they were buried.
So it's a little bit more than an active imagination.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. It's just crazy, dude. I don't know.
That can also be a time glitch. Even if they didn't live that past life, a past time is intruding on this time. You know what I'm talking about? And it's affecting
like a multiverse?
And it's affecting that kid's mind. Yeah.
You believe in that? Like multiverses and shit?
All the stuff we're talking about, there's a lot of stuff you seem to believe that's not too far off from that either.
No, it's not. That's what I'm saying. Because, dude, so if you're talking about that, you're saying that...
when it comes to these things, it's not about what you believe in. It's about what could it be. That's why I don't what do you think? It's not about what I think. What we're seeing is showing symptoms of this, whether I want it to be that or not. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you're looking at a situation, whether something we're talking about or something else happening in the world. Well, I don't want to say I believe in this, but it's like, okay, you're showing me symptoms of this, this, and this. It could possibly be that over there, even though I don't want to admit, or I'm not the biggest, I don't know much about what's happening here, but it seems like situation A is unfolding because of all these symptoms.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I almost look at it rationally. It's not about what I think. It's not about what I like. It's not about what I know. The one thing I do know is you're showing me this, this, and this, and that's pointing to this. That's the best way I can look at it.
So you're a realist, is what you're saying?
Yes. Mm-hmm. I have my own personal beliefs. I believe in God, of course. I believe in heaven.
Are you a Christian?
Sorry?
Are you a Christian or Catholic?
Arguably, I'm a Christian. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
that's my point. If somebody's a realist, right?
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm not just talking about you. I'm just talking about in general. If somebody's a realist, right? And they base their beliefs off of facts and what they see and know. How can you possibly believe in religion? I understand you can believe in the idea of religion, 100%. The idea of religion is great, but how can you?
I can and I can't, and I'll explain to you reason. I have my own personal reasons for believing in God. I've encountered things and seen things. These same things are experiences that the Great One, the Creator, the I Am, the tetragrammaton, whatever you want to call him, he showed me. He showed me because he wanted to show me. If he were to do the same thing for you, he's still going to do it in a different way that's meant for your eyes. I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm not saying I'm correct. But I've seen things. I've encountered things.
You mean like spirits or?
A lot of different things.
Give me an example. Give me an example.
I will try my best.
All right.
If I'm ambiguous, it's because the situation's ambiguous.
Sure.
I've learned through Jewish mysticism, through Kabbalah and everything, I've actually learned how vast that the Yod Hey Vav Hey is. How that's YHVH, you know what you learn in school.
Yeah.
The Tetragrammaton, the bornless one, as Crowley calls him, whatever you want to call him. I've learned how vast he is. Christianity tends to paint him as this loving father, and that's not wrong, but it's also not complete. If he could throw together the entire universe, regardless of how long it took him, it doesn't matter. There's some vast, crazy things going on in this universe. Black holes, nebulae. There's some crazy shit happening in this planet.
Dude, I agree 100%.
He created all of that. He's so vast. How could I can't make myself understand. How can I make someone else understand?
How do you know he created that?
From what I've seen, from what's been revealed to me through him, through other messengers, and that's in Hebrew, the word angel simply means messenger.
Yeah.
Through other messengers, I've just been not even seen things. I've come to understand things, and things have been shown to me that point to, Tetragrammaton, Jehovah, whatever you wish to call him, El Shaddai, the all-sufficient one. Things have just come to point me to him. But don't get me wrong. I'm not some person on the street corner trying to help people get off drugs, because I have a little bit more realist view about that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, Christians nowadays want to pray for everyone and do this. Now, if I pray for someone, it's this guy right here I'm praying for myself, and not anyone else. But and just through other encounters, other entities I've encountered, and things I've seen unfolding, when I've seen the metaphysical affecting the physical, it just changes your perspective. I have a way different perspective than I had even 2 years ago.
Yeah.
On things. Golden Dawn, Kabbalah, Hermes. I mean, that did a lot for me.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's just crazy to even think about that shit, because, dude, there's things that are found that were way before Jesus Christ and all them that paint a completely different story.
Those things that you're talking about, I'm sure I've encountered them, and it does paint a different story, not necessarily contradicting.
Like, for example,
not necessarily contradicting story.
Well, opposite. For example, the Mayan scrolls that they found, right? Mm-hmm. They talked about the Garden of Eden. They were like, "Oh my God, a relation to the Garden of Eden." But then they started mentioning about how the people who created the Garden of Eden came from beyond the stars because of some war that happened.
Yes.
Yeah, and then where they crashed upon, they used the people that were here as slaves, talking about like the how beautiful it was in the garden and the animals and stuff. Well, they were actually referring to people that they made slaves here.
And that's not contradicting anything if you know about the Zohar. The Zohar states that there are 13 planets, 3 extra planets in the solar system, and only once every 3,000 years the Earth comes near them. And the Benech Elohim, the sons of gods, came unto the daughters of men. And if you read the description in Hebrew, it describes an in vitro process, not a sexual process, to which they made slave race of people for mining gold, because these aliens, the sons of gods, were using gold as a renewable resource. That's in the Zohar. It actually goes exactly along with the Mayan story. It's not contradictory. It's actually the same.
So you're talking about
what we thought may have been angels. Angels can't knock up a person. A demon, you can't fuck a demon. A demon can affect your sex, and they could do crazy things sexually.
Have you ever been taken over by a demon during sexual pleasure? That's what I want to know.
Taken over? Absolutely not, because I've had my fair share of Kabbalistic sexual encounters. If you want me to go into detail, I mean, there's certain things.
What do you mean by that?
Okay. You can't. No, I'm going to. You cannot. People think like sons of God and daughters of men. That was alien. That was aliens.
No, that's not. We're not talking about religion.
That was
at this point. No, we're not. Not at this point.
That was aliens, not demons. What I'm going to say is this: you can't have sex with an angel or a demon. They're not physical. Okay.
How do you know?
They're not physical. They exist in a different dimension, a different realm. They don't exist physically. But what
I want to know about the sexual experience that you were talking about.
That
you've had.
Demons are energy. They have energy to them.
Okay.
Okay?
And then how are you affected by that? Keith is Googling all this stuff as we're talking.
Okay.
Look at him.
There's certain entities. There's
I don't want to give a fuck about it.
Different demons have different
3
roles.
minutes.
They have different strengths and weaknesses, okay?
Okay.
Certain demons, especially based on their planetary affiliation, are sexual demons. Okay? And they could influence sex. A demon has the capability of twisting your mind, making you believe something isn't true, or making you see what is true, or making you see something that you didn't realize was there, okay? And they work through us in a way that, okay, we always know about side peripheral vision. There's something called front peripheral vision. When you look at something with your front peripheral vision, even in the absence of any sort of theological bias, when you look at something with your front peripheral vision, you're actually changing your state of mind. You're putting yourself in alpha state. When you look at something with your top peripheral vision, you're in, I think it's called theta gamma synchronicity, okay? All these are used...
The fuck? Dude, how do you know that?
All of these are used in Golden Dawn and Kabbalistic practices, okay? When you look at a woman who you're encountering with your different peripheral visions, if you know how to do it, you could summon an entity to make her look different to you.
Wow. How do we do that?
Like Shallow Hal?
No, what you would have to do is you would actually have to do a full. What I would recommend doing. I can't believe I'm doing this on live stream. What I would recommend doing.
So
is,
you can look at me as a different person right now. Is that what
it's
you're
a
saying?
process. I can't do it just like that, but it's a process.
Well,
There's a
do it.
preparation, then I actually have to do it.
Anybody? Like you can make me look like anybody.
To me, I can make you look like somebody different, but why would I do that? There's no need to.
Oh, so you only do it for women. That's why, dude. Now I understand with the whole old woman thing.
Well, certain demons will not work with younger women. They'll only work if you have an older woman. Lilith is manifests as an older woman.
Fuck.
Well, no, here's what I'm saying is.
Why do you fucking shout on? Who's Lilith?
Lilith is actually a fallen angel. She's not of the Goetia. She first appears in the Babylonian Talmud. She's a fallen angel.
And was she from Bethlehem too?
No, she's from. She was originally of the angelic order. Now she's fallen. She fell with Halel ben Shahar, with Sataniel, with all the others, Dantalion, Sitri, but she's not in the Goetia. Dantalion, Sitri, they're in the Goetia. Lilith is not. She first appears in the Babylonian Talmud. She manifests often as an older woman who will paralyze you in your sleep and petition young men for sex.
So you believe like in the exorcist shit?
Absolutely. In Hebrew, the word conjurer and exorcist are often used interchangeably.
But who do they trigger though?
What do you mean who they trigger?
Like who do they want to fuck with and possess?
That's the thing.
Bad people or
no,
good
not
people?
necessarily.
Or...
No, well, demon. We're talking about spirits. Demons don't look at stuff and say, "Oh, it's bad or good." You understand? They have a different mindset than we do.
Oh, really?
Absolutely. Even angels. Angels are here to do God's work. They still see things differently as just bad or good. You get what I'm saying?
All right. Well, how about, let's do a shotgun because we're coming up on 87 minutes.
Really?
It's a long time. Let's do a shotgun real quick. So we had a comment come in that says, I don't even know if it's true. It says, "Have you ever seen the Spider-Man trilogy with Tobey Maguire? Marvel is teasing Spider-Man 4." I said, "Word?" They said, "Yes. They will reveal the info in 3 days. Check Marvel Instagram." I just did, and it's all about Captain Marvel. It's not anything about Spider-Man. You like the Marvel movies or no? You a Marvel guy?
Not really. They're okay. I mean, they're cool.
Did you ever see any? Do you ever go to the movies?
I haven't been to the movies in such a long time.
Oh my god, dude.
Do you like Amish Mafia, the show?
No, I believe my father watches that. I don't dislike it. I just don't watch much TV.
Why?
He's a boozer on the low. I'm just kidding.
Well, crazy story I read. I mean, it's probably just a crazy theory, but about all the ideas and shit that came out for Marvel were actually people that were here prior. Crazy, right?
Anything's possible.
I don't know. Are you gonna do a shotgun on us?
Shotgun
Or
his
no?
water. Nah, I wouldn't his water.
I'll pass.
I almost rather do a tee off, but I guess I'll have to do one of these.
Yeah, kind of. You want to just do a take off? Yeah. I fuck these natty
I'll
lights.
keep these. I'll keep this. I want a bottle though. And then we're gonna get off here, dude. It's 80. It's 90 minutes. That's a long fucking time. It would have been fucking way longer than 9 minutes, but unfortunately we had a glitch in the system.
Mm-hmm.
Huh? 11. What, you forget me one? How the hell did you forget me one, Lips? Dude, yeah, you're fucking that Mars paying off, dude, ain't you?
He's about to finish that thing, dude.
You guys can have some.
You're gonna get fat.
What?
You're gonna get fat.
Really?
So, real quick, somebody, see, nobody, you know what? Nobody's, I don't think anybody can type on here. You gotta download the app, I guess. That sucks.
I don't think the app won't work for me either.
What do you mean? Yeah, right.
That's yours.
Really?
Yeah. You're a boozer.
So what are we gonna do? Tee off real quick?
Yeah, fuck it.
YouTube tee off? Is that what we're gonna call it? YouTube tee off? All right, let's do it. Let's do a YouTube tee off. Did you ever see me chug one of these?
No, I have not. I have not.
What?
It's magical.
What?
Matt,
Oh, super
We were
luck.
just talking about evocations.
Yeah, you
You're
look
doing some
like
magic
Borat.
of your own. I look like Borat. Which Sacha Baron Cohen.
Do
Baron. Sacha Baron.
you like that
Cohen?
movie?
It was pretty funny.
Well, you will never get this. Remember the fat dude his like partner was beating off to the Pamela Anderson magazine?
Yeah,
Do you like that? Do you think it was
Fun.
funny when they were like 69
definitely. That was funny. My
and he's
God, you're
running
going
through
back.
with the dildo?
You're going back about 10, 11 years, aren't you? That was a while ago.
Bruno was hilarious too.
I hate Bruno.
You ever see it?
Bruno.
Dude, it was
Ouch.
the shit he was saying though, like I don't know. I guess I haven't watched it in a while, so the last time I watched it was like 17, so I was probably thought it was way funnier now.
Ready?
Yeah.
Here it is.
You gotta chug your water, Rich.
Chug my water. I am thirsty.
Can you chug it or not?
Yeah, chug
No,
your water.
I don't know. I might give myself oxygen.
I feel like I'm at like a out to eat, and there's a baby. You know, do you ever see the baby like cheers with the fucking bottle and the beer?
Cheers, son. Here you go. It's cheers.
Cheers with the little fuck.
Oh, wiggle, jiggle, jiggle. I can't do that. I'll get some wicked agita.
Yeah, you're cool.
Terrible. That
You
was
have a bigger throat than me.
That was a slow one too. I didn't even bring it off my mouth.
He's used to chugging shit. You all right?
Yes.
Rich, thank you for coming and spending time with us today.
Thank you for
Thanks
having
for
me.
the marzipan.
The marzipan. Oh, absolutely. Is it
We're gonna get a
Mars or
group- yeah,
Mars?
we has to
Mars.
sign the thing.
You
Oh,
said
he's definitely going to sign our.
I
He's
will
going to
sign.
sign our sign. He's going to sign our sign.
I don't know because in Farsi it's Mars bun border protector. You know what I mean? Or
What does
borderless.
Keith? Yeah, how do you spell Keith? Keith or Kieth?
Keith? It's Keith. I thought.
Yeah.
Why are you asking me how to spell your name?
No, because he thinks it's Kieth.
Well, in German spelling it would be Kie.
Fuck up, Rich.
Well, dude, I before E except after C,
It don't apply
right?
with it don't apply with names, right?
Well, Keith, I think
Grammar?
isn't Keith?
It means woods in Scotland.
I was going. Is that Gaelic?
Scottish.
Scottish Gaelic.
Yeah.
Gaelic, yeah.
Whatever.
Okay, well then the spelling is not going to apply. It's not
It's not.
English. It's Gaelic.
Well, he's an American.
No, it's
So-
a Scottish name.
I don't care. I before he yells at me for spelling a
you
way
don't
that I know how to
because
spell
it's
words.
it's not an American name. There's not one Keith that was spelled Kie. Right?
That's wrong. That is absolutely wrong.
Hell, name one person.
Keith McDonald.
No.
I actually thought it was Irish Gaelic. I didn't know it was Scottish Gaelic.
No, it's Scottish.
That's cool.
It means woods.
That makes sense. That's cool.
What's your name? Do you know your meaning for your name?
Yeah, well,
Dick.
Richard. Richard is a French variation of the German name, which means rich in heart, which obviously my mother must have been drunk because I'm the most shallow son of a bitch you'll ever meet. And,
No way.
and
You're
my
not
name,
shallow. How are you shallow?
in certain ways, I'm very shallow. Like I don't subscribe to the norm. Some people would classify that as shallow. You know what I'm talking about? Like,
Are you subscribed to our YouTube channel?
Yes, I am.
All right.
I mean to the norm, meaning social norms.
Touche. Touche.
One shay. Anyway,
All right.
but yeah, that's all. But I mean, it was a great show. You guys, and we were starting to get into certain Kabbalistic sexual techniques. I think that was an interesting topic. You know what I mean?
Wow.
We'll explain real quick because you start.
Well, I said does he like missionary or doggy style?
I'd rather do missionary.
Why though?
Really?
For some reason, okay, I don't mind doggy style, but if it's a woman with a little bit of meat on her bones, I love being on top of those bigger broads and pumping them. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what it is. It's just like, wow, you know?
Jeez. Hitting their walls.
Because I don't like them skinny. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want, like, don't be a fat slob, but don't be too skinny.
Well, men are visually stimulated.
Absolutely, more so than women.
Yeah. So, I don't. I think that depends on the person.
That's true. Yeah.
I think that depends on the person.
We're definitely more shallow in that in the aspect of visual stimulation.
That also depends on the individual. Don't you think?
Yeah. Any factor depends on the person, I guess.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If don't get me wrong, if there's a study out there that says, one thing more than the other, then I can understand where you're coming from. But
I'm just going by what I see. Like, women don't complain when the husband gains weight, but plenty of men complain when the wives gain weight.
Well, they just complain to their friends.
True. Yeah.
That's what it is. You know what I mean?
Like, I feel like it's different for guys and girls, though. Like, because guys, I mean, it really don't matter. Like, there's things coming out that girls like dad bods.
Well, put it this way. I've never caught shit for drinking too much from Felicia. Just her family.
What do you mean?
It was like kind of an expression. It was a joke. It was saying that, like, she doesn't say anything to me, but she'll say it to her family.
Yeah, exactly. Really? And then you'll hear it from them.
Exactly my point. But it's not. I'm not saying that that's the case. I'm just saying as an example.
I actually have a problem with that when that happens because it's like you didn't tell me. You told them. To some degree, you betrayed me. I'm sorry.
That's the same thing with the weight issue that you were explaining earlier. Dude, are you kidding me? There's no dude. I was when me and Felicia hooked up, I was like 200 pounds lean. I had hair. Believe it or not, I had fucking hair.
Okay.
I had a nice chiseled chin.
Nice. Okay.
I was good.
Cool.
But then over the years, the hair fell out. The weight gain. That's what I'm saying. So like, there's just no way that she's definitely bothered by it as much as she says she's not. There's just no way. It's just I think it's just the human mind. It's just there's just you know what I mean.
Yeah,
it's just
right. Well, also too, you meet someone, they look a certain way, then they don't.
Exactly.
But he fell in love with the person though.
Well, no, that's not true. That is 100% not true.
That's
I'll tell you
all
why.
Good talk. That's not necessarily what happens.
Dude, when people hook up, what do? They try to put on this act. They try to literally. I mean, it's just what happens.
Best behavior.
They're lying. Yeah,
exactly. Best behavior. They try to be somebody that they're not. So then the person that actually falls in love with them is falling in with somebody who they're not.
They fell in love with what you portrayed.
Exactly.
More or less, yes.
You know what I'm saying? And that's in my opinion, that's why relationships fail. For 100%, it's because
the people who try harder fail faster too.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Think about that. Two people. You're eating.
Dude, I'm telling you, he probably
right
tricked
now.
us and put fucking.
I'm feeling loopy after I ate
Puma
that,
jizz in there, dude.
Man.
He saved up Puma jizz in a jar for 2 months.
You're wrong.
I'm just kidding.
We're getting out of here.
I love you, Rich. Kiss my neck.
Kiss his neck.
No.
Good. Kiss his neck with marzipan.
He's gonna choke again, dude.
So we're out of here. All right. Nobody had any questions on the thing for us,
dude. No, I mean, there was a couple statements and a couple things, but that's it. I mean,
fair
dude,
enough.
almost 100 minutes.
Awesome.
That's a big one.
Yeah.
First show on YouTube. I guarantee you, within 4 or 5 shows, there's going to be at least 30, 40 live. Guarantee you.
Excellent.
He don't like it. He don't like it yet.
I hate it.
Why?
I just hate it.
Really?
You can't interact, dude. You can't share.
You like Facebook, don't you? Well, wait till you see the quality. You're gonna be like, oh fuck, dude, holy shit.
Yeah, but it's not about. I mean,
it's definitely about the quality.
No.
You know what?
About how many people you can reach.
No, we're gonna reach a lot of people.
Yeah, if you can. That's a different story.
That's the whole point. But you can't do it overnight. I'll explain when we're done this episode. I'll explain why. I'll explain. You should get it. You should understand.
No, I do, but I to an extent.
No, you don't. Listen, real talk with a touch of sarcasm. Actually, It's Scarism.
Scarism. Why are you making an anagram?
Well, Scarism. It was funny because I went and got the trophies done today for the golf outing.
Okay.
You spelled it
And
wrong?
when they sent me the proof, it said Scarism.
Oh,
Real
wow.
talk with a touch of Scarism. And I was like, what the fuck is that?
We have plenty of that too. Whatever it is, we'll make it something.
Yeah.
We'll make that work.
But anyway, episode 55, 1 year. Tomorrow will be 1 year.
Yeah, we're doing there's gonna be midget strippers at the golf outing.
Okay, so they'll be eye level with me. I'm pretty short.
Listen, we love you guys. Thank you. Rich the Philly Boomerang Man here. Go to his YouTube. You got subscribers on your channel or what?
Me? Yeah. I don't, actually, I'm in the midst of redoing that. So let's hold off on that. I have some new videos I need to post. I don't have a channel. It was from a former girlfriend. So I'll be working on that.
Let's do it. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me. It's great.
Dude, it's our first time on YouTube, whatever. Well, we had one other. And, I mean, we just, I don't know, decided not to do it. But anyway, we love you guys.
Boozer.
Yeah, and we didn't even really booze either. Is it because you were in the funk? I mean, we had a bit of a glitch earlier, too.
Yeah,
which
sixer.
the glitch kind of threw me off, too, mentally, a little bit. It definitely did. And I was just like, what the fuck? Is it not meant to be?
No.
Yeah,
we had
it's
a
fucking God saying, get off
talked about.
fucking
So I'm
YouTube.
so glad you mentioned Rich Piana. That's so cool because I have nothing but respect for that man. You know?
I like him. He's just, it sucks what happened. But
Absolutely.
we love you guys. Episode 55. You want to sign us off?
No.
Or are you that angry that,
Yeah.
that we went to
Sign us off,
YouTube?
Rich.
Sign us off, Rich.
Happy birthday to us.
Yes.
And me.
Well, you're Saturday, Lips.
It's a birthday party. We need balloons.
No, we don't.
We're getting out of
We'll
here.
start getting aroused.
All right, we're getting out of here. We love you guys. Bye. What's going on, everybody? Sludge here. I want to give a quick thank you to everybody who tuned into this episode. It means the world to us, and I got to be honest with you, we couldn't do it without our sponsors, Farmers Insurance, Steve Mooney Agency. If you're really looking for any kind of insurance, life, home, or auto, you got to give them a call, 215-781-8500. Also, Weldon Windows and Doors. If you're looking for any kind of home remodeling work that doesn't cost you an arm and a leg and it gets done right, you got to give them a call, 267-312-5266. Also, any kind of sponsorship opportunities, if you're looking to get your business out there, definitely reach out to us. We can reach on email, Real Talk with a Touch of Sarcasm @gmail.com, or Facebook or Instagram. Send us some messages. We have a team on it that always answers them. So with that being said, we will see you next time, and thank you again. We couldn't do it without you guys.